Hello, good afternoon and welcome to the Midday News. We're live on DSTV channel 421, Go TV channel 125, across all our social media handles. We're JoyNews on TV. Coming up, flag bearer of Movement for Change back calls for a forensic audit of the voters register.
I think it will help improve people's perception of the credibility of the Electoral Commission.
Also coming up, NDC flag bearer John Dramani Mahama and the party's former chairman hit back at the Deputy Commissioner of the Electoral Commission, Samuel Tetteh, over claims of pictures of plants and animals representing voters in the 2016 register. And as the Galamsey menace continues to ravage the country's river bodies and waters, concerns have emerged about the quality of water we drink. These plus business news, sports news and showbiz do make this bulletin. My name is Faustina Safo. Please stay for details. We are your home of independent, fearless and credible journalism. Thanks for choosing us. Now we start with flag bearer of Movement for Change, Alan Tremontin, because he's backing calls for an independent forensic audit of the voters register. His calls comes barely 24 hours to a protest by the opposition National Democratic Congress to pressure the Electoral Commission to conduct a forensic audit of the current voters register. Speaking earlier on Newsdesk, Alan Tremontin emphasized that an independent audit would address any doubts surrounding the voters register and enhance the credibility of the Electoral Commission.
It is important for the Electoral Commission, for the sake of ensuring the integrity of the elections, to respond to the specific cases that have been identified about irregularities in the voters register. And it only goes to enhance the credibility of the commission.
So you agree that there should be an independent forensic audit?
Yes, it has to be. There's no, I'm not sure even why there should be a resistance to that. Because yes, the Electoral Commission has indicated that they've responded to some of those comments. But we have to put all reasonable, to put doubt beyond any that there's the need to have a credible voters register. So if there's an indication that there are still doubts associated with the electoral register, then let us allow an extensive, comprehensive audit, which can be done without any difficulty. And I think it will help improve people's perception of the credibility of the Electoral Commission.
The National Democratic Congress is criticizing the Deputy Commissioner of the Electoral Commission, Samuel Tetteh, for claiming there were photos of plants and animals representing voters in the 2016 register. The party says the register was subjected to thorough audit following calls by the then opposition New Patriotic Party. NDC flag bearer John Mahama and former chairman of the party, Dr. Samuel Amadu, have been throwing their support behind a protest scheduled for tomorrow to pressure the Electoral Commission into conducting a forensic audit of the current voters register. Maxwell Agwagwa is on the tour with the NDC flag bearer here in the Greater Accra region. He joins us live with more. Maxwell, where are you as we speak? Maxwell, you have to unmute for me to hear you clearly, and then we'll come back to you as at when we have clearer connection to you. Now, the National Peace Council says it is working to reduce the political tension in the country before, during and after the 2024 general election. The remarks are coming hours to a nationwide protest by the opposition National Democratic Congress to mount pressure on the Electoral Commission of Ghana to address faults in the voters register. My colleague Blessed Suga is there. He joins us live with more. Blessed, what else has come up?
Well, so the National Peace Council is basically engaging its constituent bodies. They believe that in the lead-up to the elections, activities must be initiated to ensure that broadly there's peace before and after the general elections. And with this activity starting off, the chairperson of the Peace Council has already been engaging the Ghana Police Service in a separate engagement ahead of the National Democratic Congress's protest tomorrow. The chairperson has just returned from that meeting, and we're looking forward to interacting with him and finding out possibly what interventions the Peace Council is making to ensure that exercise is peaceful. But here at the Central Hotel in Accra, and the Peace Council is also engaging various sects of people from religious bodies to the Christian Council and other bodies that are represented here, engaging and dialoguing in the context of ensuring peace before, during, and after the 2024 election.
Thank you, Blessed Sugan. Now, let's speak to some of our correspondents as we check the preparedness of the party for its nationwide demonstration seeking to get the Electoral Commission to conduct an independent forensic audit of the current voters register. We start with Martina Bugri. She joins us live from the northern region. Martina, what can you report?
In the northern region, the party space is set for the demonstration tomorrow. They have met with the police. They have the permit already. They've gone through the routes they are supposed to go through tomorrow. We are told that they are starting at the Jubilee Park. They'll go through Picona, come through Melcombe, then to the Ghana Water Company area, and then to the EC office. So that's the route they are going to use tomorrow. Currently, as we speak, the various mobilized its supporters for the demonstration tomorrow. I with the Northern Regional Secretary of the party, and that he said they are waiting for.
Thank you. Let's move now to the voter region. Fred Kwame Asari is our man there for us. Fred, what route would the NDC be using in their march against the EC?
Well, here in the Volta region, I am told everything is set for tomorrow's demonstration by the NDC. I spoke earlier with the Volta Regional NDC Secretary, James Gunu, who informed me that he had secured a police permit for tomorrow's exercise. And then also, as we speak, here at the, I'm stationed currently at the Volta Regional NDC Secretariat, where a host of party bigwigs, including regional executives, MPs, among others, are in a meeting, obviously discussing tomorrow's exercise and then other matters with regard to the upcoming elections. I am learning that the work will start at 9 a.m. at the NDC Park, a popular joint for faithfuls or supporters of the NDC around the whole market. So they would gather there, start the work or the protest or the demonstration at 9 a.m. and then proceed through the principal street of the regional capital, go through the regional administration, and then end at the Volta Regional EC office. So that is the information I have at hand at the moment. As and when you have other additional information, we would relay to our viewers.
Thank you, Fred Kwame Asari, joining us live from the Volta region. We're just doing checks across the country as we gauge the preparedness of NDC faithful on the ground as they look forward to that protest nationwide. They are mounting pressure on the EC to agree to their terms of conducting an independent forensic audit in the voters register. Let's take you now to the Bono region and ask Sabit joins us live and ask what's the euphoria there?
Yes, Faustina, in fact, here in the Bono region as well, the National Democratic Congress is, preparing for this particular, demonstration that is set to be embarked tomorrow. I have with me here the regional secretary as well as the regional organizer of the party who together are going to take us through how the activity is going to take place tomorrow. So I have Adeb Isaac, who is the regional secretary of the National Democratic Congress. Kindly take us through this particular development. Are we going to have a similar exercise here in the region, and how is it going to be like?
Thank you, my brother. Definitely, we are going to have a similar demonstration here. You can see I'm with my regional organizer. No, purely it's organizational department that is in charge of organizing to ensure that people come out in their numbers to support this demonstration. And we in Buni East, we are not of exception. We are part of what we are doing across the nation.
I mean, why are you concerned as a region? Why are you concerned about this particular thing?
No, you see, it's gotten to a point that we have to fight for the vulnerable in society. Because an individual cannot fight this current government. So we, as the largest opposition party, have that power to fight for the majority in the country. And we are not just fighting for NDC, we are fighting for Ghana. You and I will attest to the fact that currently, what we see at Kwame Nkrumah started. What we see in Ghana is not what our great-grandparents anticipated for Ghana. We thought by now we should be somewhere. We have a lot of countries that we started. We gained independence before them. Where are they now? And where are we? Why? Whatever we left, JM left 2016, we anticipated that it should be better, but not to retrogress.
Okay. Addo, so let me bring in Kofi. Kofi, you are the regional organizer. In terms of organization, how is the situation been like? I mean,
thank you very much for the opportunity. I think so far so good. As my secretary has already indicated, Bunu East, we are ever ready to come along with this historic something that we are doing. And enough is enough is enough is enough, truly. Because what the people are doing, even this morning I was trying to get you and ask you the exhibition, were you able to check your name? Because I realized that you and us, they said they've taken your name to Bongriku. So these are some of the things. So it is not about NDC, but it is about the entire country. So we are leading. We are rising for our country. And that's what we're doing. And I can tell you in authority that Bunu is, as of tomorrow, we're expecting about 20,000 people here in the capital, Tetteh. And then a whole lot of things. We've contacted the police. We've done all these things, and they've given us the green light that tomorrow they are going to protect us and for us to have a peaceful demonstration. So we're ever prepared, and things are very, very well positive. People that they are telling us they want to come, I tell you, but it's rather unfortunate we don't have the resources to bring them. If not that, I can confidently tell you that 50,000 people will be less in Tetteh here, Bunu East capital. Yeah.
All right, so Faustina, these are the people in charge of tomorrow's massive demonstration that is set to take stage in Tetteh and then its environs. Of course, they are taking us through how the situation is going to be like. And so over here, we'll also be ready by tomorrow to bring our cherished viewers, proceedings as and when it happens from the Bunu East region.
Thank you, Anas. Let's take you now to the Upper West region. The NDC caucus there, they held a press conference earlier. Rafiq Salam was there for JoyNews. Rafiq, what can you report? Rafiq Salam, you have to unmute for me to hear you clearly. If you just tuned in, we're bringing you pockets of updates from across the country. We told you earlier that the NDC, they have served notice that they are hitting the streets across the country to mount pressure on the Electoral Commission to grant their request of an independent forensic audit of the voters' register. I'm told I have clear connection to Rafiq Salam. Rafiq, what can you report?
Thank you very much, Faustina.
I can hear you now.
Okay. The NDC in the Upper West region, they are preparing towards tomorrow's demonstration. They are going to embark over the voter registration, the voter register that was somehow exhibited some few weeks ago. And so behind me, they are at the regional secretariat where a press conference has just been done by the regional communications officer.
Rafiq, we seem to be losing connection to you. You would have to position rightly and then make your point.
Hello, Basti.
Yes, Rafiq, unfortunately, our connection to you isn't the best. Thankfully, we have better connection to you. Please make your point.
Yeah, I'm talking about the press conference, which is a curtain raiser to tomorrow's demonstration, which the NDC will embark on. And so the NDC in the Upper West region, the Communications Directorate
Rafik will work the lines to get you on the phone. But let's move on to the governing New Patriotic Party. Next, the New Patriotic Party parliamentary candidate for Menchia South has dispelled the notion of apathy among voters in the 2024 election, claiming it only exists in isolated cases. Nana J. Bafwewa says his visits to the electorate have revealed many are eager to cast their ballots on December 7. He's confident that free senior high school policy rolled out by the government will work magic for the NPP. Nana Aljima spoke to the candidate on the sidelines of a campaign launch, and he filed this report.
In 2004, the New Patriotic Party won the Ashanti region with 77% of votes cast in the election. This remains the party's biggest win in the region since 1996. But the NPP is targeting to improve on this performance. General Secretary Justin Frimpong-Kodia believes the people of Ashanti will stifle development if the electorate exhibit any form of apathy in going to the polls.
If we fail to vote massively to attain 90% turnout with over 70% vote for the NPP, we won't win the elections.
Election observers say the NPP's chances of high votes in Ashanti is threatened by high apathy of the electorate to be involved in the polls. NPP constituency executives and parliamentary candidates have already intensified campaigns in attainment of the set targets. Parliamentary candidate for Menchia South, Nana Ejei Bafwewa, has visited about 60% of homes in the constituency on his first rounds of house-to-house campaign.
I have been to over 60% of the houses in the constituency, and I continue to visit. I am telling you that the people are overwhelmingly ready to vote for the New Patriotic Party. Initially, the impression I had was that there was an apathy on the ground. But trust me, from Subin Valley in the KO electoral area to OI, Odumase, to Menchia proper, to Dichem, so everywhere you go, and it's so amazing. People are saying that they are going to vote because of the free SHS. It's amazing. I'm telling you that the people on the ground see the real benefit of the free SHS. And everywhere I've gone to, they keep telling me that it is the reason why they are going to vote in these elections. And, you know, so the apathy, you have few and far, you know, isolated cases. And even those, when you speak to them, look, they are ready to vote.
Meanwhile, Nana Ewa has accepted the challenge to outperform the outgoing MP for the constituency, Dr. Matthew Opoku-Prempeh.
I have always believed in the grace of God. I believe that my ways, my path are always ordained by God. I believe that He will help me. My help is God.
The walk organized by the Menchia South parliamentary candidate was well attended by constituents. For Joy News, Nana Aljima, Kumasi.
While the countdown is on and parties are intensifying campaigns with just 85 days to the general polls, but these heated moments have also had their lighter sides. Prince Kwame Kuduga chronicles some of the funny moments in the following report.
It is a season of promises, but who is promising the most? It is evident the NPP flag bearer, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, enjoyed taking a swipe at his opponent, John Mahama. Here is another one from him.
He wants a kuko kiti and 24-hour disco. The bus is in Wale Wale, and the mate is going to take it from Wale Wale and get to Paga and beyond, and we will transform this country.
And talking about incompetent Mahama administration. MPP is going to come and transform Ghana in 1.5 years. And
the NDC has been clamoring for an independent audit of the voters' register, but the EC is having none of that. The EC has a nice explanation to the NDC's demands.
Perhaps this is the first time the NDC has taken interest in the register. Otherwise, one would have expected them to call for such an audit of the 2016 register, which contained photos of plants and animals representing voters.
They may be considered underdogs in the electoral race, but they are not taking the elections lightly at all. The APC's Hassan Ayariga and LPG's Kofi Akpalu are slugging it out.
I'll win this election. I'll win this election. And where the results are going to, where the votes are going to come from, myself, I don't even know. But I know one thing for sure, that I'll win this election.
Okay.
I'll win. I'm the next president of Ghana. Nobody can change it.
He's dreaming, and I want him to wake up. Kofi is still dreaming. When he's awake, then we can discuss the issues.
And you remember this, right? Well, that was President Akuffo Addo in 2020, but the NDC flag bearer John Mahama has a remix.
We are your election headquarters and you're watching JoyNews Today. We'll be back after this break with more. Thanks for staying with us. Administrative offices have been closed down at various public universities, including the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, after the Senior Staff Association, Universities of Ghana, laid down its tools to ask for better working conditions. The university staffers are asking government to pay them their vehicle maintenance allowances and Tier 2 pension contributions, which have since January this year not been paid. Emmanuel Bright-Kweko joins me from KNUST campus with updates on the impact of this strike. In my working report.
All right, so firstly, we are currently here at the KNUST campus, and we have been monitoring the situation of this particular strike. And I can tell you that some of these offices where the Senior Staff Association members are, the members are not at post as we speak now. Some of them, when we spoke with, they tell us they weren't aware because the notice came late. But we have been speaking with the leadership, who are showing that they would ensure that their members comply with this directive that came in last week, Friday. And so the situation now at hand is that the impact has not really been felt, but the leadership have said that they will be going around to ensure that the students, or the members comply with. And we are looking at the various sectors, that is in terms of the administration of things, the hospital, and even the basic school. For now, the basic school has not been closed because they are actually not back in school. They will be coming tomorrow. And when I spoke with the leadership, they told me they are still speaking with their members over there, and then they will know what they would want, the next step they will take in, whether or not they will be at post and the students will just be in school and not do anything. But for the hospital, as we speak now, they are also at post. But the administrative offices, let's say if you go to the IT units of the KNUST, some of the workers who are members of the Senior Staff Association of University of Ghana are not at post as we speak now. And so we have been speaking with Benedict Ansere, who is the Vice President of the association.
Yeah, for the strike, all the Senior Staff Association members in all the government universities, they are supposed to be part of the strike. And the reasons are only three. The first being that the government is supposed to pay the Tier 2 to our fund managers so that they can also work with it, get some interest. So when people are going on retirement, they will be able to get a very good package. But since January this year, the government has not paid a penny to that effect. 2010, 2016, the same thing happened, and we sat with the government. He paid. There were supposed to be some interest, but the government has not done that up to now. And the third thing is about the vehicle and maintenance allowance, which the government is supposed to pay to senior staff workers. But as at now, no letter, though we had some meeting, we all agree that those payments will be made, but no letter has been given to the people who are supposed to make that effect, to make that payment. And because of that, those under the controller, they have not also received theirs. So it is making the members uncomfortable. I mean, now you know the cost of living is very high, and people can't just continue to receive promises, and those promises are also not fulfilled.
Well, away from that, as the Galamsey menace continues to ravage the country's rivers and water bodies, concerns have emerged about the quality of water we drink. In our latest Hotline documentary titled Drinking with Suspicion, Richard Kojo-Nyarko explores a puzzling question. Why do so many trust sachet and bottled water with unknown source, yet remain skeptical of the water flowing from their taps? Here are excerpts of that documentary.
Amid widespread distrust, one thing remains undeniable. Ghanaians are either drinking water from the Ghana Water Company or relying on sachet water. However, Stanley Mate, communications manager of the Ghana Water Company, insists that those choosing sachet water, despite having tap access, are doing so out of perception, not necessity. According to him, it's less about safety concerns and more about lifestyle shifts.
It's just about perception, and I think, and it's also about standards of living. When people's standard of living improve, okay, then they resort to all manner of expensive adventure or venture.
And today, mining is done right in the rivers. What it means is that we have added several chemicals to the water, which our treatment system does not take care of them. They do nothing to them.
There are districts where people are producing at their backyard and come in, and if you are small scale, they don't even come on the radar, but it poses a risk. Because if you had a funeral in the village, whether you are Director General of GSA or not, you buy water and you would assume that this water has been tested and certified and approved for sale by the FDA. Of course, at the funeral, you're not going to take your phone and check whether it's on the website and so on and so forth. It's nice.
Well, flag bearer of the Movement for Change, Alan Tremonting, says he will impose a one-year ban on small-scale and community mining activities to deal effectively with Galamsey.
A 10-point plan, robust, comprehensive plan to deal with Galamsey. And this point about helping the young people in Galamsey to set up their own companies, mining companies, is just one component of it. But the 10-point plan starts with a complete ban for 1 year on small-scale and community mining. Yes, you can have a state of emergency, but what are the elements of the outcome of that state of emergency? You have to go beyond establishing the state of emergency. So you start off with a complete ban. That's component one. Component two, you demobilize all the machinery and the equipment, including the earth-moving equipment, and make sure that they are moved into a storage and preservation environment. Within that 1 year ban period, number one, government would ensure that we restore all our water bodies. And there's technology available to be able to do that.
Well, we are here on the Joy News channel. We'll be back with business to say to you.
Hi, good morning. Welcome to business. Good afternoon, rather. My name is Daryl Kwao. Societe Generale Ghana's launched its new mortgage product, Home Sweet Loan. Speaking at the event held at the SG head office in Accra, Managing Director Hakeem Uzani emphasized how this innovative product could significantly ease the housing deficit and provide greater flexibility for home buyers.
Societe Generale Ghana has unveiled an innovative and affordable mortgage product, Home Sweet Loan, to the Ghanaian market. At the launch event held at the SG head office in Accra, Managing Director of SG Ghana, Hakeem Hozani, highlighted the product's potential to address the country's growing housing deficit and enhance home ownership flexibility.
The new SG Ghana Home Sweet Loan is uniquely designed to address the evolving needs of our customers in today's dynamic real estate market. Whether you are purchasing a new home, opting for equity release, or an existing property, or constructing your own home or house, our mortgage solution provides flexible and competitive options tailored to meet your individual needs. We understand that every customer financial situation is different and particular, and so we offer a range of home ownership options with flexible repayment terms, allowing you to choose the option that best suits your financial goals. We have further streamlined our approval process to make it faster and more efficient, so you can move into your new home without unnecessary delays.
President of the Ghana Real Estate Developers Association, GREDA, Ebo Bonfo, advocated for increased collaboration between the public and private sectors to drive sector growth.
Despite the encouraging signs of growth of home mortgage financing in Ghana, there are still challenges that require urgent resolution. The issue of high interest rates on home mortgage loans precludes majority of prospective home mortgage finance applicants. And Abed has whispered to me that the SG Ghana Home Sweet Loan is very affordable. And we take that in good faith. It will take the collaborative effort of both the public and private sector and other multilateral development institutions to create the enabling environment for a thriving home mortgage finance market in Ghana. These challenges notwithstanding, the future looks bright for the sector.
The Home Sweet Loan offers a loan tenor of 60 to 240 months with a maximum amount of 6 million cedis available for eligible customers.
And exhibitors at the just-ended EcoBank JoyNews Mini Habitat Fair have expressed satisfaction with patronage following some good deals closed with their clients. The three-day event at the Good Park near Accra Mall offered patrons all their housing needs. Yes, more.
I think this is a wonderful fair, and I think it's something that should go on almost every year. For my expectations, in fact, I came here just looking for doors and then some windows. And the things I know about doors, seriously speaking, today I've been surprised with the types and then the make for the doors. So in fact, it has changed my perception, and the costs that I thought were so high, I realized that these are things that are within my range. I can easily get some good deals with them. In fact, I've had some good deals already. They are yet to call me during the week, and I'll go and check their warehouse.
It has really been successful, and then we are expecting that the main fair at the Accra International Conference Center will really be massive. So we want to invite the general public, installers out there, and anybody. Solar is for everybody. So Tino Solution has been around since 2005. and then so we are into commercial projects, residential and industrial projects. And one key aspect of the business is that we sell the solar components at the wholesales.
I think I am impressed. The problem is the monies involved. I pray that there should be more of discounts and more of these shows so that people can be aware of exactly what's happening to help meet our building needs. That's all I can say for now. For now, I'm very happy with what I've seen. So I'm yet to decide on which ones I have to choose.
Well, we've gone to about 3 stands to have a look at the doors, and we are thinking of settling on one, maybe in the course of the week. So I don't know where the show ends, seriously. I must be truthful, but I'm sure we'll settle on a door before we leave here. That's the main reason why we came here.
So far, so good. We came here on the Friday, and the walk-in has been amazing. I know clients have quite a lot of issues with their building, and then they come in for the dump pricing solutions. And when you come to Weber, also in collaboration with Construction Supply, we have the top-notch solution for that. Dump pricing is an issue in Ghana, and then if you don't treat it well, later you're going to face problems in the future. So we give you a comprehensive solution for that problem. Yeah.
All right, our main event set for November. That's it for this segment. Sports is up next.
Hello there, good afternoon and welcome to the Showbiz segment with me, Jacqueline Ansuma Yabua. Now to our first story, Deputy Minister of Tourism Mark Okrekumante has admitted that the construction of 5 amphitheaters promised by the new Patriotic Party government has stalled due to a lack of funds. Well, he explained that the construction of these amphitheaters was predominantly funded by the World Bank. The Deputy Minister said this during the manifesto debate on creative arts on Joy FM.
Predominantly, it has a lot to do with budget, because this is funded by the World Bank. And so we're supposed to get additional funding to finish. It has delayed, but the Minister of Tourism, Art and Culture went to Parliament to defend and said that we should give him up to Q1 2025. It will be ready. Internally, we know we want to finish before December, but for the sake of Parliament, he mentioned Q1 next year.
So you gave an estimate during the interview with the Love FM interviewer.
Yes,
and he asked, how much it would cost, roughly.
Yes.
And he mentioned it would cost around 500,000 for each of them. And I'm asking if you were telling us that it wasn't enough, it didn't suffice for the construction.
The budget increased because of market prices. And so the budget increased, and so it affected how the plan that we had to finish the amphitheater, and that is why it is going to take us some time to finish. And so we've made a request for additional funding. It's in the process. The moment we get it, in the next 2 weeks, I'm sure some money should come in. We'll go back to site.
Well, away from that story, Accra is lighting up the global stage once again. Ghana's capital has danced its way onto the top 10 global destinations for nightlife, and that is according to a prestigious list curated by Time Out magazine. Coming at number 10, Accra joins the ranks of cities known for their after-dark magic. We have more.
From Hungary to Brazil and now Accra, these top nightlife spots are making waves, and Ghana is in the right mix. Time Out's meticulous analysis, which pulled data from all corners of the globe, ranked Accra alongside nightlife heavyweights like London, New York and Berlin. But what truly makes Accra a nightlife sensation? 2 words: December in Ghana. Since its debut in 2019, the December in Ghana event has transformed Accra into a party paradise. The city becomes a hive of activity with music festivals, concerts and parties that draw in crowds from all over the world. Headline events like Afrofuture, Dirty Rave manifestivities and many more have put Ghana on the map as the ultimate end-of-year destination. And it doesn't stop there. Accra's nightlife continues to shine all year round. From beach parties to nightclubs that keeps the vibes going long after the holidays. Time Out couldn't resist the charm of Accra's lively night, and neither can we. The sound of the city combined with its cultural and modern flair is impossible to ignore. Whether it's December or a regular Friday night, Accra has proven that it knows how to throw a party.
On that note, is a wrap for the showbiz segment with me, Jacqueline and Sumaya. Sports is up next.
Time now to bring you sports here on JoyNews Today with me, Muftau Nabila Abdullah, the head coach of Samatex. Amadu Nuruddin is confident his boys will give a very good account of themselves when they travel to Morocco for the second leg of the CAF Champions League tie against Raja Casablanca. The first leg ended 2-2 at the Accra Sports Stadium on Sunday, but Amadu is confident his boys stand a chance of qualifying to the group stage of the competition.
Prior to this game, I think that we worked defensively very well. It's unfortunate that we just conceded those 2 goals. So we have worked their videos, especially they play the home games against AS Bakani. And then we'll go back and watch that match very critically and see how we can deploy a tactical game plan that can get us some results. Now we have seen them very well. We watched their videos. We knew that they were going to be a threat in terms of offensive, using the long balls. And so we have to work on how we can stop all those offensive play of DS. They are experienced. We, after winning this last season's championship league, we've lost 3 of our key players. They have their players intact. And 3 of their players, they have contributed about more than 20 goals of the goals that they scored. And so they are very experienced and they have quality. But all the same, I think that we did our best, but our best was not enough. And so, but hopefully we'll give them a good match. They also didn't think that we could give them such a match because they underrated us. And so I think that we need to work very hard. And we'll going forward, we will not disgrace ourselves there, looking at how they played. Yeah.
That's your sports. For now, we do have more sports stories on myjoyonline.com. We appreciate your time.
Well, that's how we wrap up JoyNews Today. For more news, please log on to myjoyonline.com. My name is Faustina Safo. Have a pleasant day as you enjoy the rest of our programs.